Hello, and welcome to my hygiene corner here on the ISS. This is the place where I wash, brush my teeth, or after workouts, take a shower ISS style. The heart of the hygiene corner is the toiletry pouch, Comfort 1M. It's Russian-made, and most crew members ask to have one sent up for them. It's really useful to deploy our hygiene items, and hygiene items come up in a Ziploc like this one. This contains supplies that need to last for 6 months. And they don't look much different from what your hygiene items look in your bathroom, probably. You can see a toothbrush here, toothpaste tube, deodorant. And as far as towels are concerned, we cannot wash stuff up here. So we get a supply of towels every week. We get a towel like this one and a smaller washcloth. I usually take my new ones out on Sundays, so it's not quite time yet. I'll put those back. And for today, I will use the ones that I have already deployed for the week. Every second day, we can also take out a new let's say camping towel. It's one of those light towels. It comes in a foil like this. It's dry, and then we can add water, wet it, and it's really nice to clean your skin. In terms of brushing your teeth, it's actually very similar to what you would do on Earth. As I said, toothbrush and toothpaste look just the same, and you brush your teeth just the same. The only difference, of course, is that we don't have a sink to spit in when we're done all that extra toothpaste. So some astronauts just swallow it. It's quick and easy. I personally don't like to do that, so I actually spit it in a towel. It's not the most elegant thing, but you have to do what you have to do. As far as soap is concerned, it comes up in pouches like this one. You need to add water, and then you get a nice liquid soap pouch, which needs to last for about 2 weeks. And it's a no-rinse type of soap. It doesn't make a lot of foam, and it doesn't really need to be rinsed. And of course, we do not have any running water up here, so we also need to fill up water pouches. We can connect pouches like this one to the water dispenser, which is in the nearby module in the US lab. And I personally like to fill it up with warm water when it's time to wash, but you can also fill it up with ambient temperature water. So I'll go ahead and do this right now, and I'll see you in a minute. Here I am, and I got my water. So first of all, I'd like to show you how water behaves in weightlessness, which is kind of interesting. Of course, it doesn't fall down like it does on Earth, and it kind of tends to stick to your skin because of surface tension. I don't know if you can see it. See, it doesn't really want to move away from your hand, just because of that surface tension effect. Now, of course, I put a lot of water on my hand just to show you. You wouldn't use all that water to wash, just because it's a little bit difficult to control. So I'm actually going to dry it off. But if you have some time to take your time and be careful, you can do that, I think. I do it sometimes. I really put some water on my skin like that. Just a little bit. And then I add some soap. Like that. And then you can carefully go ahead and rub it. And it actually really gives you a nice feeling of cleanliness. And then, as I said, I like to keep my actual towels here dry, so you can use them to dry off. Now, of course, you don't always have the time to take it slowly and be so careful. So if you are a little bit more in a rush, let's say it's a work day and you had your workout and then you have to rush off and do something else, then you will simply, just squirt the water into your camping towel and add some soap, and that's a lot easier to control because you can just rub your skin like that. And I don't find it as pleasant, but it's certainly a lot quicker and easier to control. Now, all the water that you use eventually ends up in the towels that you use to dry. And we leave those towels close to a ventilation grid, like in this case you can see a ventilation grid right here, so that they can dry off. And all the water then is recuperated. It evaporates in the air, and then in the air conditioning system it condensates again, and it goes into our water recuperation bus, and it actually gets turned into potable water again. So we don't absolutely lose any of the water that we use to wash. Cutting your fingernails is not the easiest thing in weightlessness. Of course, you don't want to lose any pieces of nails around the cabin. So the best thing is actually to do it really close to a return grid of the ventilation system, so that all the pieces of nails that you cut off get immediately attracted, sucked towards the grid, kind of like this. There you go. And then when you're done, of course, you want to have a vacuum cleaner handy so that you can clean after yourself. And to wash your hair, we have a special no-rinse shampoo that requires theoretically no rinsing, but at least very little rinsing. So we just squirt water into our hair, we add some shampoo, we massage it just like we would on Earth, and then we kind of dry the excess water and shampoo off with a towel, and off we go.